tummy just growled at me.
Why is it angry?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe you should feed
Swallow
it.
Either
too
it's
much
telling
cum.
me,
Hey,
I
yo.
think either it's telling me to go to the bathroom now, or it's gonna just explode in the morning before I have to go to work. Meaning I will miss my bus.
You should miss your bus.
Yeah, so I get told like, oh, why did you come so late? Yeah, because my tummy had to shit out
Because
some
it didn't
diarrhea.
stroke me.
Oh, it's not your technical fault.
Didn't stroke me.
He didn't get stroked enough. Shit.
well, that's why he came late.
What a
Is
I
it
don't even
not
want
true?
to talk about this.
Shit, you're not wrong.
Whatever, man. Oh no, my sister's going. I have to tell her goodbye.
Goodbye, my lover.
Your sister.
Goodbye, my friend.
You adopted.
Oh, God.
Well,
Shit, that's one way to spice shit up.
new drama. New content, hey.
Hey, no, it's incest. We're gonna get fucking shut down.
We don't give a shit. So we're shutting down eventually if this approves. Which is gonna be in history.
The irony that Dart uploaded a video called Missing Pixels. Damn. Like, yeah, the internet is gonna be missing a couple pixels. A couple billion pixels or trillion.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fucking go to Mars. Fuck this shit.
You're gonna what?
Well, I'm gonna go to Mars. Fuck everyone.
What makes you think the laws won't fucking apply there?
I'll make sure. I'm gonna build an anarchy.
Actually, true. Wait, does
What,
anybody
they're gonna
own
send
land on Mars?
spaceships? No. No one landed.
They own land on the moon.
Technically, it would be international shit.
No,
but also,
unironically,
no one owns
people
that.
own land on the moon. Apparently.
Kind. They just pay to some guy some money and just apparently you own it now. Great.
Hey, it worked. Formation Lab,
Maybe.
you there, buddy?
Not anyone they can go there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, we're live. Unfortunately, Dino had to go for a bit. He's gonna be censored
forever.
by the internet. Like, soon his profile picture will be all pixelated and shit. Because he shagged
I think I'm
his
the
sis.
first one to go.
It's a contest between you and Hertz.
Bring it on, bitch. Last man standing.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
make sure to live stream it.
To invite who? Oh, yeah. Here's the Watch Together link. And this might end up being quite a long one. In terms of podcast. Hopefully, we got time. Nobody's joining the Watch Together. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Faggotron. You took that joke from me. Sir
Sharing is
Reginald.
caring.
The fuck? The name's too long. I can't see it all. Oh, Sir Reginald Lappington. What the fuck name is that?
You want to change me? Okay, change my name then. Fuck.
It's fine. So, Formation Lab. Have you heard
Yeah.
of the recent 27,000 games that Valve, like Steam, deleted?
Actually, I have not, because I don't typically revolve around the same couple of games, you know. So like,
Oh, you know what type of games they are, but you don't revolve around them?
no, I don't know what happened.
Uh-huh, sure.
I don't know what happened.
Really?
I don't know what happened. Yes, really.
It's odd that you reference that you do not revolve around those types of games, yet you don't know.
I don't. I don't.
What types of games
None of the
were
games
they?
I've played again, I wouldn't know.
Then why did you say those types of games?
I'm assuming. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Alright. Shadow, have you heard anything about this?
Yeah, from you.
Well, yeah, thanks to fucking Elmo, big dumbass McGee.
Oh, I
So,
didn't hear anything.
Formation Lab, to catch you up to the current situation of the internet and gaming. Recently, Steam has deleted 27,000 fucking games from their library because a retarded group called Collective Shout got their panties in a bunch and basically got the attention of MasterCard and Visa to
Damn.
yeah, to basically pull away support from Steam unless they remove those types of games. The types of games in question were hentai, pornographic games, or in general that are pretty hardcore. Now,
Yeah, I thought so.
yeah, everybody knows that Steam has a lot of fucking porn on it in games form. But as people looked more into it, the games they mentioned, so the claim was that Steam is supporting child pornography and sexual assault shit, or sexual crimes in general through these games by having them on their platform. However, when they like some of the games they mentioned were pretty bad and kind of matched, but some of the games that got deleted, not so much actually, and got deleted unfairly. Now, of course,
Damn.
when you take porn from the fappers,
He was just looking for a reason to get rid of
you
Crazy.
were being
He was looking for a reason to get rid of them, huh?
your microphone was acting up for most of it. What?
Oh,
It's fine now. Don't
Leo,
fuck with
yours
it.
as well. You like
I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna fuck with it.
Also, Dino's back. Yay.
back. I had to say goodbye to my sister.
Why? You're getting prosecuted for this?
It's
No.
gunpoint, gunpoint.
No gunpoint. Only handshakes.
I know a shake.
Oh no.
Formation lab?
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Can you repeat what you said? Because it was fucked.
Team was just looking for a reason to get rid of them, huh?
Oh. Well, yeah, they manufactured a reason for the games to be deleted. You know, games that you can only access if you're 18 on your Steam account.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you have to look for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, this sparked some controversy because since Steam kind of became a thing, it's been pro gamers, pro freedom of speech, pro basically, you know, everything people like and love. You can do whatever you want on Steam, and as long as it's not, you know, real life harm, you're kind of safe. Apparently, that shit does not apply anymore because they caved in and they deleted those games. And because Steam caved in, the gamers are looking for an answer of who is to blame. It first started with MasterCard and Visa because they're the pay processors or whatever the fuck they're called or classified as. They're the ones that fucking caused all this with their rules changes. However, apparently it was Collective Shout, the Karens that supported or still support, correct me if I'm wrong, support Cuties, that Netflix movie show thing where children were twerking.
What?
Yeah. Let's just
What's
say
the
they're
show name?
hypocrites. What?
Cuties?
What's the show name?
Cuties. Or cooties or
That's on Netflix.
yeah. The controversial shit that was it was trying to bring awareness to of pedophiles while acting like pedophiles in the movie. I don't think they kind of know how to, you know, send the message right.
Yeah, yeah.
Anywho, this fucking group of vegetables promote cooties but complain about hentai games for being child pornography, sexual abuse, and all that crap, despite most of them not, or at least most of the ones that got deleted did not fucking fall under that category. And that's basically what sparked all of this. And first we have to, and since we're gonna go over this start to finish, kinda, we start with, you know, the faggots that fucking sparked this whole controversy and disaster. Dino, there's a watch together link in the chat if you want to join us.
Yeah.
We're ready and waiting for you.
1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now,
I joined.
Dino's here. Now, I've watched more than just Penguin Zero's video. I watched more than just Charlie's video on the topic. Pretty much the entire fucking day. And I think Charlie's kind of gets all of the details in place without going to conspiracy theory or the video being an hour long. and we're responding, so it's gonna end up being like 10 hours long.
Huge censorship going on in gaming right now. I'm sure a lot of you saw Steam a few days back announced that hundreds of games have been pulled from their catalog because of the efforts of a group known as Collective Shout. Collective Shout is an organization that has been forcing payment processors to bully platforms into removing games they deem unfit for sale due to the themes around them. And for Steam's case, they targeted hundreds of adult games that feature...
Shadow, is your cat in heat? Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's howling in the background. Damn, even the cat's horny for some porn. Even the cat is crying for the hentai we lost.
Well, I don't have the male cat here, so
Give me your cat. I'll show up your cat. So
Hey, yo, no,
no.
we're getting censorship again
No.
because they are against bestiality.
no, I said I will show the cat some stuff. I won't do
Well,
something.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
show
I'm
it some
sure you
stuff.
will.
Questionable.
Bomb pictures.
The
if
fuck?
it's not on 9/11, then get the fuck out here.
Yeah,
What?
he trained the cat to be a terrorist.
Osama bin cat.
featured like
Osama
It
bin
speaks Arabic.
rape and incest. And a lot of people were pumping their fist like, yeah, that's good. Don't like being taken down. Obviously, like every weapon out there, this is only going to be used for good. Clearly, they're only going to use this power to take down very bad, gross things. Which is the
The stream is saying no data. Wait. Hold on, I gotta check if the stream is alive.
Oh no.
It's alive. At least it looks that way. Hold on.
The fuck is James fuck quartz?
Okay, yeah, the stream is alive.
Reginald Lapington.
I think
Gets taken down by the CIA.
it was taken down
You
by
already
Collective
know
Shout.
They're like, no, Leo.
Imagine.
They were like, no, Leo, you won't.
We're not allowed to talk about this. Well, unironically, expect
lost-
that pretty fucking soon because this is video 1 of 2 that we're gonna cover today.
Oi, oi, oi.
most low IQ take you could ever have. Collective Shout, just yesterday, has now also gone after itch.io, and they have removed every single not suitable for work game from their platform. Not just rape and incest games, all adult games. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our
This sounds very like you give them a finger to take a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, we're against like the criminal side of this, like despite it being just a fucking video game. But no, it's a crime, even if it's in video game apparently. But no, we're not gonna stop there. We're just gonna go against pornography in general, which they have been since their fucking inception. Because these fuckers are the same fuckers that back in like 2003 tried to stop Pornhub, and they basically forced banks and basically they pulled the same stunt but on porn stars, so they couldn't get paid. Yeah. Because porn is the root of evil and the doorway to Satan.
Apparently.
Yeah.
browse and search pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive, and we are truly sorry for the frustration and confusion caused by this change. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io. Due to a game titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on itch.io before being banned back in April, the organization Collective Shout launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms. So this is the playbook here. Collective Shout is a very powerful organization who somehow has a lot of leverage on payment processors. I don't know if they're just over there giving them perpetual wet willies or they got some serious dirt on like the upper echelon elites in the food chain at the payment processors. Like they got proof they're the Epstein files or some shit. But they have got these payment processors by the nutsack.
Which makes you wonder how. Like, how the fuck did this Karen group manage to persuade MasterCard and Visa to fucking do shit like this?
Yeah.
Guess Karens just have to shout loud enough and enough of them at a company to make them stop.
They are squeezing balls.
Loud back.
What?
I mean, let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, this is the first step. I mean, we're gonna the whole like internet is gonna fight against this.
Oh, it already is. There are already petitions fighting this, but it gets way fucking worse than this.
Using the piss from their balls. So now the payment processors are LARPing as the moral authority on what people are allowed to spend the money they earned on. So they're making these sweeping censorship changes to Steam and itch.io. Steam, they made it very easy for the public to not make a big stink about it because they went after a very low-hanging fruit target that most people aren't going to be upset about. Oh no, you lost all your rape and, incest games. Boo-hoo. Call the fucking ambulance. But what people don't realize is that is clearly just the first step here. Collective Shout has now already taken that, which hasn't even been like a full week, and it's translated it to wiping all adult content from itch.io, a totally separate platform using the same methodology of having the payment processors threaten to leave them.
And this is where shit hits the fan hard, because they went from criminal intercourse to all intercourse porn or like sex games.
Yeah.
And considering they did that, what makes you believe they would stop there? Like, let's say remove GTA 5 since it has a strip club, GTA 6. Exactly. Maybe, just the fact that you're showing off a woman in like skimpy outfits in video games, dare I say Lara Croft or Tomb Raider in general. Actually, in Tomb Raider, they're like in the older games, you can have Lara in a bikini.
I know. I've seen it.
Yeah. So, goodbye, Tomb Raider. You were a legend for a while, and then you
I used to play
rebooted.
that game on the PS1.
Yeah, then you rebooted into a piece of shit, and now you're getting canceled because you have a strong woman as a fucking main character. God forbid a woman can be sexy in a video game.
Censorship is not something that is a good thing. This is not a positive thing. Yoko Taro also came forward saying, like, this is pretty bad stuff, that other countries can now limit everyone else's free speech. He's right. That's not great. You don't like to see that. And let's go ahead and extend this to its natural conclusion here. As Collective Shout becomes more and more successful at censoring games, other organizations will spring up and do the same for things Collective Shout maybe doesn't want to see censored. Like, who's to say, with this censorship, now that it's proven that it can be done by having the payment processors threaten to pull out of these services, if you can bully them through the payment processors, you win. That's checkmate. Who's to say an organization doesn't pop up that wants to take away all kinds of LGBTQ representation in games? And now that they have a proven formula to follow, they could easily spring up and be probably very successful. Another organization could come about where they believe that N-rated games just shouldn't exist. Games should be focused purely to appeal to a younger demographic. They shouldn't be deep, thought-provoking games. There should be no violence. There could easily be a very puritanical organization that comes forward making similar pushes for censorship. I don't know.
And that's where shit hits the fan. Because, you know, it's a domino effect. And because they set this precedent, my bad, yeah, basically all games are on the fucking table at this point. Just because a bunch of fucking pearl clutching Karens are shouting at the companies that make money flow.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being such a sore loser. Like, you shout online, we must change the world, we must accept, like all the fucking feminist bullshit that they've been screaming at us for like the past, 10 years now or more. And then because nobody's fucking following their bullshit and everybody's tired of their bullshit, alright, you're not gonna listen? Bet I'm gonna fucking cut your power, like the source of power. We're gonna cleanse the internet whether you like it or not. Like, yeah, that's gonna fucking help your case. And they picked the wrong fucking fight. Like, what fucking perfect timing. Not only recently did the whole stop killing games movement fucking won, which is, like, I would argue it's a bad thing because it opens the door to many bad decisions. For example, the whole point of stop killing games is that you can have games live on after their life expectancy is out. So for example, online games still have servers so you can play on. But what in return they do is instead of forcing the companies to, you know, give out the code to create servers after the game is dead, all, like, because gaming companies are fucking money hungry bastards, all they're gonna do is, oh, we have a new online game. You want to play on servers, you have to pay monthly to create your own server. Based on a third-party website, you just go directly to the publisher. You want to play FIFA 2011 on official servers? Okay, pay us $10 a month and we'll run a server for you.
God.
Well, yeah, that's basically what they did. And this is why Stop Killing Games, it was a fucking stupid approach to it. Because instead of, you know, making games co-op or the they had to be specific about this. They were too loose with their criteria of Stop Killing Games. So instead of baking into the game the fact that you can host, now they just need to keep the game alive somehow, have some servers running, which causes a lot of problems because if you have second party servers, like a player hosting a server or a room or whatever the fuck, now you have no anti-cheat, so there's going to be cheaters on it unless the player that hosts the server knows how to create an anti-cheat and keep it up to date. You can have hackers use the server to, you know, infect your computer, kind of like in Tarkov. Or the company can just provide the service of you can buy a server and we can keep it open and up and running and up to date as long as you pay us. And they can do that from the start. Why would they wait? Like, why would a company create a game that's online, have servers running on their own dime, and when the game is dead and has no player base, only then offer to players to like run their own servers. Just do that from the get-go, and we don't even need to pay for servers anymore. We just have the community pay for servers. Like, that's what the like logical conclusion publishers would go to because of Stop Killing Games. They were too friendly and loose with the criteria that they did. And because most gamers see Stop Killing Games as a win instead of oh, we're fucked. And because the gamers are rallied right now, Collective Shout kind of mistook the timing of this because they went for Steam games at a time where the gaming community is all united. It's kind of like you're gonna storm the castle and you see an army that just stormed another castle nearby. Of course you're gonna attract unwanted attention.
How delusional be to think that somehow this is only ever going to be used against bad things. It's not. And it's already extending way beyond what it started with for Collective Shout. They started with a very easy win on a genre of games that most people aren't really going to miss. And they have already extended that to just broad adult content from another platform, itch.io. And as they continue to be more successful, more organizations are going to follow that blueprint, follow those footsteps, and be successful as well, censoring other things that maybe Collective Shout doesn't want to see censored. It's going to just be fucking pandemonium, because it is clear now that these platforms are willing to go belly up, roll over, and suck the fucking schmeat of the payment processing cartel that shackles them. These payment processing patriots, who all of a sudden care so deeply about morality, are able to get these platforms to censor themselves at the behest of the organizations that are strong-arming them. It's absurd. And it doesn't stop there. If you do any amount of research on Collective Shout, you'll see that it's not just like adult games. They also went after Detroit Become Human and Grand Theft Auto 5 for absolutely fucking outlandish reasons. Like, this is actual horse
Detroit
hockey.
Become Human?
And another
Yes. Would you like to take a gander as to why?
Because there was like a stripper scene of robots.
I do not recall that, but no, that's not the main one. They could have used that. I'm surprised they missed
Maybe
that
because
one.
robot women.
What?
Yeah, maybe because robot women are being kind of enslaved. I don't know.
You're close. You're getting warmer.
Okay. Enslaved for the things, you know.
The warmer, but it's not the slavery part.
You know, for the 18 plus stuff.
No. Do you remember Kara or Clara or whatever her name was? The robot lady
Yeah, I
with the
do.
kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because of abusive reasons against robots.
Ding 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 ding. But it's not abusive reasons for it's not abuse of robots, it's abuse of women and children.
Oh wow. Uh-huh.
Hold on, listen to this.
scary fact. The article I was reading on stream, which I'm going to show you clips from so you can see about their previous attempts to go after things like Detroit Become Human and GTA 5, that article that I was reading then got taken down 8 hours after stream because Vice deemed it was a little too controversial, because the article wasn't super favorable to Collective Shout. So Collective Shout not only has pull in censoring games, but it looks like they can even take down some articles that are a little, harsh on how they're going about their mission or what they're trying to do here. In other words, it seems virtually impossible for Steam to host any adult games depicting child abuse. Rather, Collective Shout may be targeting popular video games that depict children in scenarios where they face distress or harm, even if these depictions are intended to encourage concern and care in the player. From there, the organization may be describing these titles as featuring child abuse. In 2018, Collective Shout encouraged its supporters to sign a petition to ban Detroit Become Human for sale in Australia, claiming the game features child abuse and violence against women. The petition focused on an abusive father's violent behavior towards his housekeeper and daughter in the game. This dynamic, core to the character Kara's story arc, is intended to encourage empathy for the abused woman and child. While it's unclear whether Collective Shout is actively targeting Detroit Become Human in 2025, the removal of such a game would be akin to artistic censorship of material discussing misogynistic abuse against female family members. Targeting the game, in other words, could be considered anti-feminist in intent.
So the feminists are kicking themselves in the balls right now, or in the they-thems. Imagine, Detroit Become Human is sexist or like misogynistic because they're depicting a robot, like a robot with a female skin and a robot with a child skin, being abused by a human male, which is depicted as a bad thing in the game. Yeah, that's bad. So
I wonder where they got their education from.
You're implying that they got an education. Shadow, are you following this? Like, does it make sense to...
So far.
Does it make sense for a feminist group to be against a message that depicts woman and child abuse as a bad thing in a video game?
What the fuck?
Also, the human and child are not actually, the female and child are not actually a female or a child.
It's a robot.
Yeah, they're robots. Like, they can bend metal. I doubt there's an amount of abuse a human can do on them without using a weapon that can actually damage them.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
Futurama mentioned.
In the game, they do show that they can, like, if a robot gets shot in the head, they can just retrieve the memory card and the robot is back to life.
Yeah. Like, they cannot die, per se.
Like, they can't die / their memory doesn't get lost.
Yeah, it's kind of like bashing your fucking computer to shit, but the hard drive stays intact. Also, this reminds me of the scene from Solo in like Star Wars Solo, where Lando cries over his fucking sex droid being destroyed. Like, the robot gets chopped in half or blasted to smithereens, and you just, like, Lando carries the upper portion of the robot into the ship. Like, yeah. Why are you, like, he was mourning like she was dying. Like, just plug her fucking hard drive into another body, you retard. It's a fucking droid. You can reboot her in another fucking body. You can fix her body and then turn her back on. What the fuck are you crying about?
Yeah.
That doesn't really make any sense. In 2014, the organization called on Target to remove Grand Theft Auto 5 from store shelves, sharing a petition that claims the game encourages players to commit sexual violence and kill women. Collective Shout described
do you guys ever recall a mission? Hold on. Do you guys ever recall a mission or side quest or any, like, challenge where you have to specifically kill women?
No.
Nah. Never.
You
child.
You either only kill men or you kill both genders. But
Yeah,
you don't.
you
There's
kill
no little
everything.
mission.
White, black, male, female,
Yeah, there's no
Asian.
little
You
mission where
you
you
kill
only
everything
kill
inside
women.
if you want to, and there's no mission that forces you to kill.
Yeah.
Well, the people you do end up killing are either, you know, people that already shoot at you or people you're stealing from. But most of the people you steal from are either gang members, private military organizations that already do shady shit, or police officers.
Actually, even when there is a child or a woman, some games actually, well, but either restart the mission or just give you a minus basically for doing
Oh
so.
yeah, they force you to restart. It's like a failure state.
Yeah.
Shit,
Imagine
even Call
they're
of Duty,
they're like,
like in Call of Duty 2019, Modern Warfare 2019. One of the villains kills a child, but the child runs off into a cloud of smoke, and then the villain shoots. So you kind of know what happened, but without showing it. And then in an interrogation scene, you basically can aim at the villain's child to get information.
yeah, I remember that.
Even they don't go to the point
See?
where you actually can kill women and children or innocents. Like they still
Yeah.
give you a failure state.
Yeah.
GTA as if it were a misogynistic funhouse stating the game lets players enact their fantasies of committing extreme violence against women, including punching women to the point of unconsciousness, killing them with a bat, gun, or machete, running them down with a car, and setting them on fire as they continue screaming. What
Bro,
world
wait,
are we
wait,
living
wait,
in?
wait, wait. If they're saying that, now look at GTA Online, for example, where people have female characters. They can also beat a man to unconsciousness.
Well, oh yeah, they're not gonna talk about that. No, how like people that play as female characters. I can Iron and Hertz play as female characters in GTA 5. Are they like immune to this shit?
How does that just? That doesn't justify anything. Like,
Yeah,
a woman can't
it's a
just.
stupid argument, but
They're-
even
they're-
the stupid, like, even if you take the argument seriously, which you shouldn't, you still can play as a female doing this.
Yeah. Like, what if a woman kills children and men? Is
Oh,
that
no,
different?
no,
Is
that's
that
sexist
justified?
because you're depicting a female as a villain.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Great.
They're squirmy little fucks.
How? Oh
They'll
yes,
find,
every
they'll,
woman is innocent.
yeah, no matter what. And it's sexist if you depict a woman as a villain or that they did anything wrong. Like, do you know the Suicide Squad, the one with Bloodsport and with the star?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, the movie is sexist because Polka Dot Man's mother committed experiments on them, and they depicted her as a fat, bad woman. Apparently, that's sexist.
Fucking date them in their ass, bro.
What? What? So that all this is only reserved and acceptable if it's men. Like if you're killing men with a bat, gun, and machete, running them down with a car and setting them on fire as they scream.
Oh yeah, this also implies that it's okay as long as it's not a woman that you're doing this to, or a child. You can do this to men, but you cannot do this to a woman or a child in a video game.
Let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
They, goddamn, bro. I'm
The
having
fact
a
that
seizure
these
by hearing
Karens
this.
managed to delete so many fucking games because they shouted at a fucking private money company. Oh,
Stroke right now.
And it gets worse. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
These arguments are so weak and flimsy, and I think just downright detrimental to what they claim their mission is. This would basically, like these two things in conjunction, would make it so like most games won't even put women in there. So let's take the first example about like how children in like distress and harm is something that they would target and try and take down. It's why they went after Detroit Become Human. Let's extend that scope. Things like Limbo, Last of Us, Out of Sight, like these.
Oh yeah, Last of Us. Do you guys remember how The Last of Us starts?
A bit. I can't recall it.
So you
I
play
seem to
as
remember it.
Joel's daughter at the start, and you just go around the house, you see the news, and then the zombie outrage, like the zombie virus
Apocalypse.
spreads. Like before,
Yeah.
like imagine the start of the game, but the moment the zombie shit starts coming into play, cut to credits. Because you're not allowed to like showcase a child in distress, or especially a female child, because if it's a male child, they would care less. Slightly less. It's still a child, but they would
That's-
care less.
That's the
Ima-
most outrageous logic of those Karens.
Oh my god.
Imagine there's a game and the starting cutscene shows a kid running away from gunshots. Oops, cut to end.
No. The game will not be able to be purchased because you're already showcasing a
point, you
child in
can't
a
even-
dangerous area.
They really want us. They want games where it's only butterflies and freaking flowers. Where
Yeah,
only
go
women
play
are in
fucking
there,
Mario.
Where you can kiss each other. Yeah. go
Actually,
play
no,
Mario
not
Kart,
even
bro.
Mario
Oh,
is
wait,
safe
no,
because
you can't
the-
even throw stuff. Yeah,
No,
because you abuse
because
the
the
freaking
princess
in the
is
car with
fucking
your freaking
kidnapped.
shells.
No, the princess is kidnapped. the woman is in peril. We cannot do that. Fuck, not even
Yeah, but
Mario
what
is
if
fucking safe.
What if Bowser was a woman and kidnapped another woman? Would it be different?
It would still be a woman in distress. It's just caused by another woman, which again, it's sexist because you're depicting a woman. There's no winning with these fucks. Shit, I'm surprised if Tetris is fucking safe. Unironically, Tetris,
Reminds me of that one
Tetris,
Tetris.
Pong, and
Pac-Man.
yeah, well, no, because Stickman is man. It misogyny. You don't have a woman in the game.
It has the man
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
word.
it has to be stick woman, but all you can do is walk left and
Pac
right,
woman.
and you cannot have it. You cannot have the stick woman do chores or anything like that because that's sexist. Because how they're like a woman is strong, she shouldn't be in the house taking care of the family. Like there's no winning with these people.
Yeah, next day she gets shot by some random person.
No, you cannot have that because that's a woman in peril.
This is
Game.
giving me a headache.
There's no winning with these fucks.
Where there are kids present and they do go through like hardship, that would be removed under their guidelines here. In Detroit Become Human, it's like they don't want women to even be interactable in the games. So also something that wouldn't fly under their protocol here would be things like Tomb Raider. Any game where a female is leading it wouldn't really be possible because the women in the game are going to go through distress. Like Lara Croft goes through a lot worse than what they listed for GTA 5 being a misogynistic funhouse. Lara Croft gets killed in so many different ways, potentially, if you fail certain things. She's constantly being hunted, hurt. It's all, like, pretty much no game with a female character in it could be made if Collective Shout continues to gain this much.
Or without a female character, because again, if you don't have a female character, then you're misogynistic. Or sexist.
Power. It's a fucking absurd notion here. God of War, the new God of War, those games couldn't be made because Kratos' son obviously goes through a lot there. That would be a child in a harmful and distressing situation. It would be
poop
Also, you're depicting a child as a fucking violent little shit. Yeah,
Well, just
no,
put a beard on that
Atreus is a
child.
horrible fucking character in God of War. He's just angry for the sake of being angry. There's no explanation as to why.
pooed by collective shout. They would banish that shit to the Shadow Realm. Like, their rules on what is and is not acceptable are just unhinged. Again, this would fundamentally, like, scrub women from video games. Like, I don't know why they're not grasping that concept. They call GTA 5 a misogynistic funhouse because you can hurt women in it and that kind of thing, which you can also do to men. But the issue is exclusively because women can also be hurt and killed in GTA 5, just like the men can. It's not like GTA 5 is telling the player, you have to go commit these sexual violent acts against women right now. We need you as the player to score 100 sexual violent crimes against our women in the city right now. Go out there. That's the quest. Go fucking just slap 1,000 women for maximum turbo gamer points. Like, it's pretty fucking crazy.
Which is, again, stupid because it's a fucking video game. Remember when certain, like, movies and video games would go, no, even Deadpool made fun of this, no actual animals or children or women got harmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no horses were harmed in this footage.
So basically, if you are going to have women in the games, the only way I see that even be possible with collective shouts, groundwork they're laying here, is the way I understand it, is if every female in the game is immortal, God mode activated, and uninteractable outside of dialogue and cutscenes, but the female character also cannot go through anything distressing or deep, basically has to just be like a completely flat nothing burger of a character, otherwise it could be like too much harm that they faced.
The problem then, the problem afterwards would be, oh, how dare you not make the woman the main fucking character? Like, there's no fucking, again, no winning with these fucking chuckle shits.
Or something in the game. It just seems completely antithetical to what the mission they claim to have is. Again, with how they have targeted games in the past and what they're currently doing, it feels like most game companies, in order to play ball with these demands, will probably just elect to not have female-facing games, like with a lead female protagonist, and they will probably ensure that the female characters that might appear in the game don't play a big role in it because they never know what collective shout might have an issue with. And since these games' budgets are so bloated these days, I don't think they'll be willing to take any kind of chances, any type of risk of their game being just like wiped off of like the biggest fucking gaming platforms like Steam. So they'll probably just...
It doesn't even matter what platform they get posted on. Like, they will not be able to make money off of it because all they have to do is like dial up Visa and MasterCard and be like, this company is misogynistic. They cannot earn any money anymore. Just because of this game. They would have to give up on the game completely.
Just elect to play it safe and have any female characters just in the background with a really insignificant role. Because, again, there's no way of knowing what collective shout's going to try and spin when it comes to these games and these characters. Like, again, Detroit Become Human. All of that they listed there as an issue that was literally in the game to deliver messaging on how unacceptable that shit is. It was used for empathy, not a glorification or anything at all. It was actually delivering a message that really feels very in line with what Collective Shout claims to fight for. It is completely out of control. And let's go ahead and just continue to play a little here, a little theater of the mind. If you can successfully bully payment processors And it's reported that Collective Shout is doing this by constantly phoning them up with like 1,000 employees or so. I don't know if that's all confirmed or not. But if you can get 1,000 people together and successfully have these payment processors,
It was 7,000. That's all it takes. Like, do you guys know how many signatures Stop Killing Games needed to get before being able to proceed with their lawsuits and shit?
I don't know, but I'm gonna guess maybe like 400,000, maybe.
1 million.
Oh.
1
Jesus
million
fucking
signatures. Yeah, you need to get, like, they needed to gather 1 million signatures to start fighting this fight. And I hope they don't fucking win this fight, because what it will open the door to. They got the signatures. I just hope that they don't fucking succeed, because if they do, we're gonna have to start paying for fucking servers.
I ain't paying this shit. They ain't kill themselves.
Well,
Well,
again, as a fucking game company, okay, I'm not allowed to create an online multiplayer or an online game that doesn't have full, like, it doesn't stay alive without my servers. Like, I have to keep servers running. How do I make that without losing money? Oh, I just make the people that play the game pay for the servers. Like, why should I give them free servers when they can pay for the servers and keep the game alive as long as they want? That's gonna be the mentality of a fucking gaming company. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that's gonna be the mentality.
well, I'm not going now, guys.
Formation Lab, are you still here?
I think he passed out.
No. I see him on
Well,
He's playing
I'm gonna
Armor
go.
Reforger, motherfucker.
Oh, that's my bad. I was muted. Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm gonna go now, guys.
Take care, mate.
I'm listening to
Yeah,
everything that's
baby.
happening, though.
I have
Leo,
one thing.
stop pinging me.
I have one
I only
thing to
pinged
say
you
to
once.
those Karens.
I got the
Ah,
notification twice
I
then.
have one thing to say to those Karens before I go.
you wanna what to those Karens?
I have one thing to say to those Karens before I go.
Go ahead.
I hope they all die and kill themselves.
I fucking agree.
Delta Lea does not
And I
condone
hope they
the
put their-
ideology of Shadow and Dino.
Let them kill themselves.
They can put their daemon up their ass. Goddamn.
Fuck you.
Alright.
Formation Lab, do you have
Good night,
anything to
guys.
say about what we just covered
Alright.
this whole fucking, like, hour?
Feminists are gay.
Well, some of them.
Do you know?
Most of them.
How dare you assume? You're getting
How dare you
cancelled.
to exist?
Walks like a woman, talks like a woman. It's a woman.
Damn.
Who's getting cancelled? Hang on.
What if it's a
Hang on.
man?
Who's getting cancelled, though?
If it has a cock, it's a guy. No matter what.
Formation Lab, what if it's a man that walks like a woman and dresses like a woman?
It's a man.
Then they should be executed by firing squad.
I fucking agree.
I have I
What
have
the
nothing
fuck?
against people that do that stuff, because I've met a lot of like trans people or something. They were nice to me, right?
Yeah,
But
I have nothing
there's
against
just
them.
that group. It's just there's the group of those people that take these things to the absolute
Yeah, they're when they're
maximum of,
obnoxious.
I don't know what.
Yeah, like those are the ones that aggravate me. The ones that are being obnoxious. That's it.
I mean, it's not only trans or LGBTQ community that do that. I mean, there's also people that are straight that do this stuff. It's just most LGBTQ community people do that kind of things.
Yeah, It's a stereotype, but
someone.
it's a pretty true one, like most stereotypes.
Yeah, I mean, we can't hide the truth. It's true. If people feel insulted about it, cry about it.
Or, you
But
know,
yeah,
let's
I'm gonna
hear
go
the
sleep now.
criticism and actually improve upon it.
Yeah.
Like, if people
go now.
complain that you're extremely loud, you know, tone it the fuck down.
Yeah.
Or if people say you're too quiet, you know, speak up.
Silence pistol on.
Execution
You-
by
you-
hitman.
You want it quiet? I'll give you quiet.
Oh, God.
The only thing that person sees is a hitman with a QR code on his freaking backside.
Right.
He's
Not the
they're gonna
fucking
see a
hitman
flying
reference.
suitcase following them.
No. It's gonna no clip with the fucking building.
Oh, God, the Hitman games will be fucking taken out, too.
Yeah.
Cause misogynistic
I'm
with the
so
gun.
cheap,
Oh, ooh.
Helicopter, Sky Dragon.
War Thunder as well, cause there's
Oh, yeah, there's violence.
anime pillows.
Oh, yeah, and anime
anime
pillows,
pillows.
too. What a stupid fucking update.
They're gonna destroy everything. Everything what we like.
Yeah, name a
tank
game
shit
that wouldn't be
flowers.
deleted.
Freaking Pokemon.
No, good. That's animal abuse.
What about
I love Pokemon Go.
what game isn't safe?
Oh,
What
no.
game is safe?
Tetris.
Maybe Asphalt 8.
Sports games?
Oh no, the woman lost. That's just
Ew.
discrimination.
I don't play.
Yeah,
By the
when
way,
you
women
put,
football
actually
sucks.
only female sports will be allowed, and you cannot it would be impossible to like tackle the women players. Like they will just face through each other. You wouldn't be able to like tackle them like in FIFA. And when either team quote unquote wins, no matter what amount of points they get, it's gonna be a draw.
What is the next FIFA game gonna be? Freaking Ronaldinho and freaking Messilia or something
They're
like
gonna
that?
gender swap the males.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually,
not
no.
Neymar
At that
anymore.
point, it will get taken down because that's
I learned.
gender bending, which is a porn thing.
Oh,
Oh, sh-
wow. Oh yeah, of course.
Bro realized. Oh yeah, that's a genre.
No social media.
I should research that shit. Goddamn. Gender
Oh,
bending.
God.
Die.
New avatar move, bro. gender
Congratulations! Now we know what fucking Dino's gonna fap to tonight.
bending. Hell yeah. And there's no website.
I've seen wars. I've seen wars.
I don't doubt it.
We share personal connections. I just say that.
Leave some of the biggest platforms for gaming. Think about
get any
what kind of
funny
power
ideas.
you can control with these payment processors.
I
If
want
you
to
can
go
just
now,
have
guys.
Alright, take care, mate.
Oh shit.
All right. Goodbye, people. Have fun. Having a brain.
We'll try.
I don't know.
Formational app, you're gonna have to pick up the slack.
What?
Dino's leaving, you're gonna have to pick up the slack. You're gonna
Oh,
have
I
to
can't do
contribute.
that.
Well, you've been quiet for a while, so you're gonna have to compensate.
You gotta swap places with me. Yeah?
Yeah, Dino's been the talkative one. Now you have to be the talkative one.
Yeah, the chair is warm.
Yeah, the chair's super warm.
Hmm.
It's a bit wet, but
That has sexual
fuck.
implications.
Anyway.
It's been a fun
Yeah, I can
it's been a
confirm
fun
I
ride,
made
y'all. We're getting taken
Really
down.
wet. It's a
Oh.
bit wet, you know, it's a bit juicy.
Oh
No,
god.
it's not a bit wet. It's super moist.
Oh god.
It's a new color.
What the
It's a
fuck?
bit purple. Bit purple, chunky, you know.
Yeah.
You reminded me of the white seats inside Teslas. Imagine the stains on those fucking things.
Those Karens must have those black spots down there.
You mean the skid marks?
Oh, Jesus.
The massive stretch marks on their back thighs.
Jesus fuck. Ugh.
Yee.
Really
That
human.
flop-
You almost gave me
That
nightmares,
floppy
bro.
That floppy skin on the Tesla seat.
Ugh.
There's a
Fuck
dagger
off.
underneath the chair.
Don't you have to go somewhere?
I have to go to bed, yeah.
There's vomit on it. There's disgusting shit.
Ew.
And a bit of
Some
poopy
chicken,
chunk.
leftover
Oh,
chicken breasts.
Some processed, corn.
Go to bed.
Diarrhea spiel.
All right. Good night, people.
Good night, mate.
Good night, Dino.
Bye bye.
Alright, we got the horny man out.
Them like puppets on your strings. That is so dangerous. There is no amount of mental gymnastics you can possibly do to conjure up a justification for why a payment processor has a say in what you can spend your money on, what they will permit you to spend your doubloons on. That is a bad direction for the future, which obviously extends far beyond just video games. This is a much bigger topic, a bigger issue than just gaming. If payment processors are now going to step in and basically be like the fucking, lacrosse house party guy who's like, who do you know?
Wait,
here?
so
No,
is the
you're not allowed in.
podcast done or something?
What?
Are you not
Is the
listening to
podcast-
it?
Is the podcast over?
No.
No.
Yeah.
But like, this is where this is the point where we're going into the deep end. Like, this is what I've been pointing towards this whole time, up to this point, to Shadow and Dino. Because this is beyond gaming at this point. Like, it got...
That's everything. The internet.
Yeah, we're transitioning to the censorship of internet, not just games. Because, like, think about it. If you can control the payment processors on video games, can you not what's the next big step after that? Like, video games are done. You control the video games.
Social media.
Exactly. Like, that's the next stage, and they're already trying to do that.
When you're trying to spend your...
What?
I have an idea.
Do you guys remember when Tumblr got fucking nuked of all the porn on it?
No.
Okay, so back in like 2020, 2018, 2019, something along around that time, Tumblr got fucking nuked of all pornographic content because of Visa and MasterCard pulling out from supporting Tumblr as a website. So they could not, like, Tumblr, the website could not be funded by ads or donations or nothing. Because, if you don't have a MasterCard or a Visa card, you basically have no money.
money on a product, we've got a huge problem. Just play with that possibility here for a second. Like, let's say you want to buy a dildo or something, right? You want an adult sex toy.
No,
Why would somebody want that?
Are you genuinely asking that question?
People can't be that desperate in the world, bro. Come on now.
Yes. There's literally an industry around it.
Man, just go outside, man.
and basically get called a fucking misogynistic fuck, what do they typically say? Oh yeah, a misogynistic sexist. Like you walk up to a girl, you say hi, my court date is tomorrow. Because I sexually assaulted a woman by saying hi. Do you not remember? Can you fuckers not?
Then on the park, while you talk more text than on the podcast.
Yeah, they're DMing in the fucking chat more than they talk in the fucking podcast. Fucking cunts.
How about that?
But yeah, for example, condoms. You wouldn't be able to purchase condoms anymore because, you know, adult content or adult purchase. It's an adult product.
What about for the period shit for women? Does that also count?
Well, no, because if you don't allow women to have that, then you're sexist.
Bruh.
It's double standard. Well, why are you acting so surprised?
Guess you're right.
Stupid GI.
Anywho.
Well, what if the payment processors deem those to be obscene? We will not support any businesses that are selling these adult toys. Consumers shouldn't be able to buy these. Okay, all of a sudden you can't buy those? That's been fucking wiped out. And let's take it to something that's not even sexual. Let's say a katana or something. I want a katana for my room. I really like some of the blades from One Piece. It'd be really nice to have a replica blade. Well, turns out the payment processors deem those to be a little too dangerous and threaten to pull out of any websites that are offering katanas for sale because those...
Oh yeah, another good example: katanas or collectibles or you know, weapons in America. The ATF is gonna have a field day with that one. Like, imagine if the ATF could persuade all MasterCard and Visa to stop allowing payments for weapons.
There's some very scary, lethal weapons. So, can't buy those anymore. It's a big issue. Payment processors should have no say in what you spend your fucking money on. Of course, that doesn't apply when it's like you trying to buy something highly illegal. I get that. But things like this is absurd. Like, this is completely preposterous and out of control. Anyway, I just had to yap about this a bit. That's...
The one problem I have with this is him saying that, oh, I just had to yap about this. You're implying that all you've talked about so far is basically meaningless when you call it yap, which is a stupid fucking term anyway. But yeah, that was Charlie's take on stage 1. Also, Dino's back. He's gonna be muted because he's laying in his bed like a little bitch. And we're moving on to video number 2 that we're gonna be covering. And this is where shit gets very interesting. Because this is where the discussion gets more and more about the day-to-day online and the internet as a whole than just video games. Wow.
Fucking. I think I've seen the cat before.
Oh yeah, that's a common anime character. It's from an actual anime.
So let's get
Okay. Hold on a second. So this video that is very detailed about this is from Chibi Reviews with 473,000 subs. Congrats to him. And I like this video kind of pointed out how horrible this can turn out.
everybody up to speed to current events before we talk about this bombshell that came out today and a lot of people are starting to talk about and find out about. So about a week and a half ago, Steam removed hundreds of games off their platform for payment processors like Visa and MasterCard, all in the name of brand protection. It was so powerful that Steam was forced to add an entirely new policy to basically say, we will kiss your boot, payment processors. We will do what you say. If you want us to remove any game that you think is going to hurt your brand, we will remove it instantly. Steam basically bent the knee.
Now,
Not my goat scoop or
what do you guys think of Steam backing off and actually submitting to the stupid requests that Visa and MasterCard pushed upon them? Like, do you think Steam is bad for doing this? Do you think they could have done more? Do you think that they're just like in the right, in the wrong? What's your stance on this?
like on the whole like censorship thing. Like
No.
what they could have
Just
done.
Steam backing off and deleting the games that the companies told them to.
Well, I feel like they could have made like a case where all their game, like all 18 plus games aren't bad. Like they didn't have to like go and like delete all the 18 plus videos that weren't like 18 plus games that weren't like they didn't have anything to do with the whole NSFW thing.
But that's the thing,
You know?
all the games they deleted were NSFW.
Oh,
It's just
what's the
they
problem
weren't
then?
about rape or child porn, as the list implied.
Well, I don't think. If they're 18 plus and it has nothing to do with like anything offensive, then I don't feel like it's back. They should have deleted them. But like,
I agree, but at the same time, you have to think about it. The Visa and MasterCard gave them a list. You either take these games down, or we pull
A
support.
few days after that,
Hold on.
itch.io.
Stop. But you either take these games off the platform, or you cannot make any more payments through MasterCard and Visa, which are the only two ways you can, transfer money. And PayPal is part of this, by the way, so they couldn't use PayPal either. And even if they
Well,
did,
then
they
I
would
feel
still
Steam
need
couldn't-
a Visa. What?
I feel like Steam couldn't have done anything then,
Yeah, and I agree.
and they were kind of forced.
The thing is, technically there were two choices. Either they submit and delete the games from the platform, or they fight it, lose support for Visa and MasterCard, and they try to find another way to monetize, which can, based off of Steam's revenue and how long it would take to create such a thing, may or may not function. Because they cannot get paid through MasterCard or Visa, but they have to get paid somehow. Yeah. A lot of people mentioned crypto, but that's a stupid fucking idea because crypto is worthless, technically.
Nobody uses that shit, bro.
Well, a lot of people use it, but it's it has no link to like real world currency. It's not like normal currencies, which are linked to the gold standard. And even if crypto was linked to the gold standard, it's unsupervised. So yeah, it's a very dicey slip and slide. Like, there's no bank, there's no person in charge making the money go around. So if you, let's say Steam went full crypto, if you bought a game with your money, with your bitcoins or whatever the fuck, you wouldn't technically be able to get the money back for a refund because there's no transaction control like with banks.
So basically, crypto is probably the most unsafe form of currency you can use.
Yes, it is one of the most unsafe type of currencies you could use. Because once you used them, they're gone. Like, there's no assurance. Like, there's no third party to give back what you paid if you want a refund. It's kind of like trading skins on Steam. But if Steam didn't have like a headquarters, it was just an app. Like, there was nobody monitoring it. So somebody would just trade, like pretend to trade a skin with you, lie about its quality, and when you do, like, you do the trade and then you finally get your hands on the skin, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's not factory new, it's well worn. Like, you don't have a guarantee that keeps you safe.
Damn. Not the well-worn one.
And then a furry screen. Oh, God.
The fanboy is talking.
Exact same thing. They removed their entire adult game catalog. Thousands upon thousands of games. You know, customers, people that bought these games were discovering that they were no longer able to either play the games they bought, download the games they bought. You had developers that realized that they were no longer going to be able to make money. They lost their livelihood, and it left everybody confused until hours later, itch.io made an official statement saying that payment processors like Visa and MasterCard and also Collective Shout were responsible for why the entirety of the adult catalog had to be removed. And what this brought into question for everybody to see is that these payment processors like Visa and MasterCard have way too much power. They are straight up a mafia or cartel capable of controlling the entire world when it comes to cash flow. And if Steam, a massive platform like Valve and Steam, cannot even fight back against payment processors, it's pretty much the end for any other smaller business that is trying to sell fictional content, because Steam is massive. Anyone that plays games on their PC is aware of Steam. They use Steam. It is the main go-to, and if they can't fight back, it's basically over. But obviously this news got a lot worse. First off, after all of this happened, a few days later, the United Kingdom's had a law come into effect called the Online Safety Act. At first glance, this law was meant to protect children, which, in a perfect world, that's fair. That's
Sharky, fuck off. Like,
Yo,
no.
Leo, I'm gonna have to go eat food in a second.
You're gonna go grab food?
I might have to go eat food in a second. I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet. 4 p.m.
You knew we were streaming.
I know, but I wasn't hungry.
Bruh, you're like a woman.
Hey.
Well, hold on. I paused it because we were gonna talk about this anyway. So go munch your food or grab a snack or something. I'm gonna rewind it a bit because you got us off track.
I may or may not be back though. I may or may not, unless I get called to go do something.
All right.
And if they can't fight back, it's basically over. But obviously this news got a lot worse. First off, after all of this happened, a few days later, the United Kingdom's had a law come into effect called the Online Safety Act.
Oh yeah. So, Collective Shout, the faggots that started all of this, also are pushing for this shit. For this specific law. Now, before we jump into this rabbit hole, a couple other videos have talked more about Collective Shout and where they started from, what happened between the days of them getting Steam to delete that library and today or now. So apparently these fuckers have been working on banning pornography since their fucking inception in the fucking 80s or 90s. They got close a couple times, they failed, they rebranded, started over, failed, rebranded, started over, but they had wins every now and then. Now with this, when they got the internet to look into the problem with Steam and Visa and MasterCard, they, after people started realizing that it's MasterCard and Visa that kind of made this happen, then they realized it was Collective Shout that started this. And because Collective Shout was bombarded, their excuse for their behavior is, oh, we made you all bring attention, we brought your attention to this because MasterCard and Visa have had a monopoly on this shit or duopoly on this shit for a really long time, and they've done some scummy shit before. And Collective Shout, the fuckers that started the fire in the first place are like, you're welcome, we brought your attention to the bigger problem. Which is technically true, that yes, without Collective Shout we wouldn't know, not as many people would be trying to get MasterCard and Visa out of this control over what companies live or die. But at the same time, you fuckers started this. It's because you fuckers are crying to Visa and MasterCard that, oh, this is bad reputation, you should stop funding them, is why they have this control in the first place. Well, not exactly that they have this control. It's like, you're the ones causing the problems. Yes, Visa and MasterCard have the control, but you're the fuckers that are basically saying this company's bad business, this company's bad business. So it's kind of like setting fire to a warehouse, and when the firemen arrive to put down the fire, they discover nuclear material inside it. And then the fuckers that started the fire go see, there's nuclear material there without people knowing, and it's unsafe. And then the fireman is like, well, yeah, but you fuckers set fire to it. You have any idea how much worse it could have gotten? Instead of calling the fucking bomb squad and be like, yo, they have they have nuclear bombs in this shit, or nuclear material, you just set fire to it, maybe cause it to explode and shit. You escalated shit. You're the root of the problem. Every feminist trying to win an argument. Yeah, that's the way they try to win arguments. They create a problem, and then they're like, oh, look, a bigger problem that wouldn't have come to, it wouldn't have been in the public eye without us complaining about it. Yeah, but you complaining about it caused the problem in the first place. What the fuck?
At first glance, this law was meant to protect children, which in a perfect world, that's fair. That's fine. Makes sense why you would want to protect the kids from internet access and being able to find things that are, let's just be honest, really bad online. However, when it comes to any government, any organization, or any company, usually something like this that restricts people is typically not used out of the goodness of their heart. It is not used in good faith. It is used to control and have power over people. And in this case, the United Kingdom restricted the entire internet for everyone a part of their populace, where you can no longer access the internet without providing an ID. For instance, identification of either your face or actual driver's license. You couldn't get on Discord, you couldn't get on Twitter, you couldn't get on YouTube. You get the point. The entire
And this is my, like, UK was so fucking stupid for this. Like, and I talked with Elmo about this earlier. Like, he was talking shit about America or governments in general already having access to your information and being able to see what you like, your browser history and all that shit. Okay, but if you were, you know, incognito, or you were using accounts that were not linking back to you, you could fucking already do that. Like, you could be stealthy about it and they wouldn't be able to nail it to you. Now you cannot. VPN or not. Like, the thing is, the moment you, like, okay, to be able to use a VPN, you would have to go to a VPN website, check in with your ID, and then be able to download the VPN. So unless you have the VPN installer and an account already made, that is not linked to you, by the way, you will still be tracked. So even if you try to like get the US version or the German version or any other country's version of the YouTube, just to avoid the ID, you wouldn't be able to, because like they will be able to figure out who's using the internet and who's using the VPN account, and because they know your VPN account, they will know where you're hotspotting to. It's just a snake that eats its own tail. Yeah, there is no getting around with a VPN. Even if you do get a VPN, you're only buying time, because they will notice, oh, the person that logged in on the internet with this ID downloaded a VPN. Find out what's their login, and they will be able to, because they have full fucking access, and they will find your account with your IP address, and then they will find out where you're fucking hotspotting to. Yeah, you'll be tracked anyways. You can't have a VPN without getting tracked or stuff. Exactly. So VPN will now fucking help you from this, unless you have a fresh computer with a VPN installer and a VPN account that has nothing tracked to you. And even that is impossible, because to create an account in the first place, you would need access to the internet and the website. And you cannot do that without checking your ID. You could hack an ID, theoretically. Elmo claimed that they already do that, where they use the SpongeBob license, a driver's license picture to provide an ID. But like, yeah, that's because the UK government is retarded. So yeah, once they get that system down, you're kind of screwed, because you will need to provide an actual driver's license or any form of ID, and they will be able to spot fake IDs. So yeah, the UK internet is basically fucked. Now, the thing is, just because the UK internet is fucked doesn't mean all of the internet is fucked. Because not many, entertainment sources come from the UK. Like YouTube, Steam, most game developers, most, movies. Basically everything is kind of made in America. So as long as this doesn't reach America, we're kind of safe. And I hope you guys hear the sarcasm in that.
Majority of the internet was locked down thanks to this law coming into effect, but this law also started to leak in and affect people in Europe as well. And you're probably wondering to yourself, how is this even relevant if you don't live in, let's say, UK, or you don't live in Europe? Well, we're going to get into that one in just a moment, because as you can see on screen, this is related to the United States. So, after all this happened in the UK, in under 24 hours, once that happened, once this law came into effect, it wasn't used to protect kids. They started to create an entire situation where they were starting to monitor. They made a police monitoring task force to go to people's doors to basically arrest them or question them if they say anything that is against what the government actually wants you to say. So,
which is fucking ironic from the British.
Basically, they're using...
Like, yeah, the Brits, the people that didn't want to, bow down to Hitler, now are the ones fucking, enforcing specific ideologies on people.
The law that was meant to protect kids to now censor people online if they have anything that goes against what the government wants you to say.
This is what we call a Trojan fucking horse. It's for the children, but inside the fucking law that's supposed to protect the children, we get to fucking control everybody. Congratulations, you bit the fucking bullet.
Scary stuff. Basically, the UK overnight turned into a massive police state. There's a lot of people talking about this. Even Stride Ice, a big ReZero leaker, he even comments on this, talking about the situation, on how it's been getting bad for years now, but it's gotten even worse thanks to this situation. But getting into the main point here is that this was the start. It's very clear that there is an acceleration of censorship in just this last week and a half. Now, I've been covering this topic for way over a year now about payment processors and what's happened to DL Site, what's happened to Pixiv, what's happened to Manga Library Z. I've been very, outspoken about the whole situation. But now that this situation has gotten so massive that it's starting to affect not just gamers, but pretty much entire countries, it's very clear that there is something more going on, especially when you take a look at the new bombshell that came out today and a lot of people are now starting to talk about. So this right here, as you can see on screen, that has been on the screen since the very beginning, is called S1748 Kids Online Safety Act. This is the official congress.gov site. This is an official governmental site ran by the United States, and this is a bill that has been introduced into Congress back in May of this year, just a few months ago, 2 months ago. And it's been relatively gone under the radar, not noticed whatsoever. Nobody was really aware of this until today. And I am talking about the situation because it's incredibly important, because this bill, ironically enough, is titled the exact same way as the bill that just came into effect in the United Kingdom.
Like I said, thank God it's not happening to the US. Oh, fuck.
Kill me.
I know, right? And this is what I was hinting at before the stream.
Online Safety Act. That's what passed the United Kingdoms. Kids Online Safety Act. Definitely similar. Now, you could chalk it up to saying that, there's only a few words to really describe what the bill is trying to do, but it's very apparent that there is definitely something going on. Call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but anyone seeing what's happened in just the last week and a half can all agree that there is something massively going on with censorship and just these governments' push and these organizations and companies' push to censor fictional media, to censor the internet. It is legitimately...
The thing is, it's been happening for years, but now they got to the government stage. Like, they're pushing the government to censor media. instead of doing it themselves online and pushing websites to do it. Like, what's above the people on the platform? The platform. Okay, we're gonna make the platform bow to our demands, which are fucking retarded. Okay, the platforms bowed, but they're not doing enough. What's above the platforms? Oh, the fucking internet. Okay, the internet won't bow. It's actually fighting back. What's above the internet? Oh, the fucking government.
Actually, it's gonna backfire so much.
Dido asked what's above the government. Money. Which leads us back to MasterCard and Visa. They went straight above the fucking government to fucking topple all this shit.
Concerning, and that is why I'm speaking up about this, because it is actually insane to see such a massive acceleration of censorship. But we got to get into what this bill actually is. So at this current time, this bill was introduced relatively recently. It's just only been introduced. It hasn't even passed Senate, hasn't passed House. It's not even been to the president. It hasn't become law. But one of the big things I want to talk about when it comes to this bill that was introduced is that this is the very same government that is refusing to release the Epstein files, the Epstein list. They're refusing to...
Oh yeah, which apparently he didn't get the update, despite this being posted quite recently. The Epstein file doesn't exist. Or the Epstein list doesn't exist. That's what they claim. You can look it up if you want. I just chalk it up to, okay, that's what they claim. Kind of the same.
Don't believe it.
Yeah, kind of the same way Russia claims that they have like a good military.
For motherland.
Yeah, it's just a shit show.
To drop names of those that harmed people, that actually assaulted people. They're refusing to name drop actual criminals. Our government is protecting actual criminals and people that harmed kids. But this bill gets introduced. And looking at the track record of what we have seen in just the last 20 or so hours from the UK, thanks to their bill being introduced on the name of protecting kids and brand protection, basically, it's very obvious it's not about protecting kids. It's about censoring the population and knowing what you're doing at any given moment. And that's exactly what this bill is. It's a Trojan horse disguised with its optics to protect kids. It's not about that. When you start scrolling down and you look at the text on what this early bill has outlined in it, there is some things that obviously sound good, but then things start to become very questionable when you start realizing that there's some things within this that outline that they want to add, obviously, age identification with ID, very similar to UK, but they start talking about overusage of online. For instance, time limits. For instance, time limits as maybe you might be only able to use the internet for 2 or 3 or so hours until your internet access is completely cut off. And then on top of that, they talk about how there would have to be yearly inspections. There is literally a clause in here, if you go down, that talks about every website on the internet that has like a certain amount of traction in viewers or users, they are supposed to disclose the information and the records and stuff to the government about basically how many people are using it, or if there's, people are using their IDs or minors, whatever, anything like that. Just disclose the information to the government, which is already concerning. Now, let's be honest. The government already knows who we all are. I mean, okay? But the thing is if they're grabbing all this data from you and they are actively getting your, identification on these different sites.
Dino said time limit. Are you fucking serious? I haven't read the bill, but that would be quite fucked. It's like parental control.
I think I know my government is my parents.
Well, yeah, technically it's like parental control by the government. Well, yeah, this whole fucking bill is technically parental control. Like if it didn't, let's say it does not have like the whole ID thing. It doesn't have all the time limit and shit. Let's say it's just supposed to give access to parents to limit the access to the internet that their kids have. Let's say it's that. Let's take the best case scenario. They could set time limits to their kids, how much they can stay online, what they can visit, all that. The bill technically is a parental control law for the internet. Like the internet provider or web browsers would have to have a they kind of do already, but like they would have to have a built-in, you can control how much internet, the speed of the internet, what hours that it can be accessed, what websites can be accessed, yada yada yada, or even topics. Like they wouldn't be able to search certain stuff. Like the sky's the limit. That's kind of the point of the bill on the surface. That's what they're claiming it is. In the best case scenario, it's just supposed to be parental control, but by the government. So if you give your kid a computer, you set the computer as a minor. Like when you connect it to the internet, you go on the router and you classify said computer with said IP and said MAC address as minor, so it gets a limited version of the internet. And the government has to make sure that browsers and websites and all that can detect said setting, which is a huge fucking thing to do. Like imagine as a browser developer having to make the browser talk to the PC to such a degree that it can detect if it's a minor on the network. And if the the minor in this scenario doesn't know how to fucking go around the problem, because minor implies up until 17. Because from 18 and up, you're not a minor anymore. So let's say a 17-year-old can find a loophole or a workaround. That's a lot of work, yeah. So it's unrealistic.
It builds a internet footprint. It builds, a footprint on what you've been doing, and they're able to know what you're saying, what political party you're on, what side you're on, how you feel about something. It's obviously going to be used as, to see what you're doing.
Like we already have this system with cookies and like data being stored by certain websites and selling it to advertisers and private companies and all that. The problem is this allows the government not only more in-depth data that they can get from you, they can link certain, like again, you wouldn't be able to have, like a VPN or not, you wouldn't be able to unlink an account from your real identity. So if a hacker is talented enough, they could access that. Like they would have your name, they would have your address, they would have your date of birth, they would have your social security number, yada, yada, yada. They will have your identity. And we already have a fucking hacker problem where they can, like the Indians are fucking jizzing right now with this shit if it passes. Because all they have to do is hack a fucking server and they can get how many, God forbid, people's identity right then and there.
Violence, basically. That's what's going to happen. And so this bill is, the optics of it is being disguised to protect kids but it's very obvious that's not what it's about. It is way more than that. It's literally doing the exact same thing that the UK bill did and has been passed, because let's just be completely blunt. If someone brings up the question, so you're telling me you're wanting to oppose a bill that is supposed to...
Actually, Shadow, can you quickly go
Yeah.
to congress.gov and search up the bill and give it like a quick skim?
Can try.
Time for Shadow side job again.
The fuck?
What?
Nothing. I typed it wrong.
You said the fuck. So, yeah. Maybe Lithuania got no access? No, of course they have fucking access. It's a US government website.
No, we do. Okay. Activities. Those searches introduced, maybe? That's what it will be.
Actually, hold on. I will try to find it as well. Congress.gov. S1748. S1748. There we go, I found it. All information. Whoa. Text. Okay, there we go. Control F, monitor. Hmm.
I'm scrolling. I can't find it. Or I'm blind. Too. Fucking guy.
Oh God. So there's hold on. Actually,
You found it?
I found something. So reporting tools. A covered platform shall provide a readily accessible and easy to use means for users and visitors to submit reports to the covered platform of harms to a minor on the covered platform. Meaning it's basically the the report button on YouTube. But considering this, considering the implications here, basically you can report something as unfit for minors and it immediately gets struck down.
What was this? Oh yeah, fuck.
I'm gonna go now, getting too sleepy. Y'all have fun breaking the mind on this shit fest. Alright, take care, mate.
See ya, your fanboy.
What the fuck is whining in the background? Oh, it's a fucking helicopter.
Helicopter, helicopter.
It's the hospital helicopter or something like that. Can you fuck off? Go save a life or something.
The spying on you.
Okay, rules of construction. Nothing in this section shall be construed to 1. Prevent a covered platform from taking reasonable measures to block, detect, or prevent the distribution of unlawful, obscene, or other harmful materials to minors as described in section 102. What's classified as obscene? Is it just nudity? Because Pornhub's gonna fucking shut down.
Shit, this.
Like, yeah, this forces all fucking websites and platforms to do this shit. Block or filter spam, prevent criminal activity, or protect the security of a platform or service. 2. Require the disclosure of the browsing behavior, search history, messages, contact list, or other content, or metadata of the communications of a minor. So basically, you're tracking what the child is saying and doing and searching. Prevent the covered platform from using a personalized recommendation system to display content to a minor if the system only uses information on a language spoken by the minor, the city minor is located in, the minor's age. So, okay, they don't allow ads to be dedicated to minors. Prevent an online video game from disclosing a username or other user identification for the purpose of competitive gameplay or to allow for the reporting of users. So you're not going to be allowed to see a user's, like, if you're going to report somebody, you cannot see their username?
What?
Okay, disclosure. Registration or purchase. Prior to registration or purchase of a covered platform by an individual that the platform knows is a minor, the platform shall provide clear, conspicuous, and easy to understand. Conspicuous does not mean, it's the opposite of what it's supposed to be here. Like, how can it be clear and conspicuous at the same time?
Yes. Eyes in their mind.
Oh, I think I found what he was talking about. Under transparency, section 104. In general, subject to subsection B, not less frequently than once a year, a covered platform shall issue a public report that addresses the matters in subsection C based on an independent third-party audit of the covered platform with a reasonable level of assurance. So basically, they're forcing platforms to share the information that you're accessing.
It's stupid.
And they had. So if any platform has any form of mature content, the moment a minor applies for an account on said platform, which they shouldn't in the first place, it's an 18 plus platform, they basically have to hide all the content and make sure the minor account cannot access any of it. And they have to provide proof that the shit the minor accesses isn't gonna be harmful content. What the fuck?
This shit is
Oh yeah,
twisted.
the tracking is true. Hold on. So transparency, the median and mean amounts of time spent on the platform by users known to be minors in the United States who have access to the platform during the reporting year on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and the amount of content being accessed by users that the platform knows to be minors in the United States is in English, and the top non-English languages used by users accessing the platform in the United States. So, yeah, you're gonna be fucking monitored to shit up until you're 17. And the platform gets monitored as well.
This is stupid.
Reasonable inspections in conducting an inspection of the reasonably foreseeable risk of harm to minors under this section, an independent third-party auditor shall take into consideration the function of the personalized recommendation system. So if somebody, if you're on YouTube and it recommends something, YouTube has to be audited what it's recommending to every user. Consult parents and youth experts, including youth and families with relevant past or current experience, public health and mental health, non-profit organizations, health and development organizations, and civil society with respect to the prevention of harms. So basically, everything you search will be presented to other people. And this is not just for minors. This is in general, like on the platform. If you search something on YouTube, all you searched and watched will be shared with other people from another, like third-party people, and like they will have to judge whether what you watched was harmful or not. So you, as a content creator, if a minor watches your fucking videos, unless you're by the fucking book and you pray to Jesus that the third party fuckers are not Karens, you're fucked. Conduct research based on experiences of minors that use the covered platform, including reports under Section 103 and information provided by the law enforcement. Even the police is gonna track this shit. What the fuck? Take account of research, including research regarding design features, marketing or product integrity, industry best practices, or outside research. This section shall not be construed or to require the disclosure of information that will lead to the material vulnerabilities for the privacy of the users or the security of platform services or create significant risk of. You're already the fact that you need all this information in the first place is a fucking security risk. Like, how do you expect a platform to safeguard the privacy of their users when they have to fucking surveillance their fucking users to such an extent? Age verification study and report. Study. The Secretary of Commerce, in coordination with the Federal Communications Commission and the Federal Trade Commission, shall conduct a study evaluating the most technologically feasible methods and options for the developing systems to verify age at the device or operating system level. Your computer will be the one detecting your... So no matter what you do, your computer will be the one... Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. I thought it was gonna be the fucking browser that's detecting your age and shit. No, it's gonna be your entire fucking computer. Like, they're building this inside Windows and Linux and every single operating system. What the fuck? The benefits of creating a device or operating system level age verification system. So when you install Windows, you have to fucking verify with your driver's license what age you are. What information may need to be collected to create this type of age verification system? So it's not going to be just your driver's license. It's going to be picture, fingerprint, whatever they fucking deem necessary. The accuracy of such system and their impact or steps to improve accessibility, including for individuals with disabilities. So even if you're disabled, you're going to be fucking scanned and probed.
Oh, great.
The technical feasibility, including the need for potential hardware and software changes, including for devices currently in commerce and owned by customers. So they're trying to do this to your PC, my PC, everything that's already out and being used. Oh my god. Enforcement. Unfair and deceptive acts or practices. A violation of this title shall be treated as a violation of a rule defining an unfair or deceptive act or practice prescribed under Section 18 of the Federal Trade Commission Act. Oh shit.
So you're gonna get really
You
hard
can get
punishment
fucking
for that.
you can get fucking like court. Hold on. Enforced by state attorney general. So, civil actions. In any case in which the Attorney General of a state has reason to believe that a covered platform has violated or is violating Section 103, 104, and 105, the state as parent... The what? The state as parens patri may bring a civil action on behalf of the resident of the state in a district court of the United States or a state court of appropriate jurisdiction to. Enjoying any practice that violates sections 103, 104, and 105. Enforce compliance with section... Oh my god. This is like Skynet bending you over, fucking you, and then sending you to the fucking prison.
This really does feel like a prison.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do shit online. Oh, and only now we got to the Kids Online Safety Council. Oh, so they're gonna have their own fucking division where they monitor children. That sounds fucking pedophilic.
Yeah, I'm sure I would trust those guys.
Timing of appointments. Each of the appointments under subsection C shall be made not later than 180 days after the date of the enactment of this act. Each member of the council shall be appointed for the life of the council, and a vacancy in the council shall be filled in the manner in which the original appointment was made. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, requirement to allow users to see unmanipulated content on internet platforms. So basically, if you want to see whatever the fuck you want. In general, beginning on the date that is 1 year after the date of enactment, so basically a year after the law is passed, it shall be unlawful for any person to operate an online platform that uses an opaque algorithm unless the person complies with the requirements of subsection B. The requirements of this subsection with respect to a person that operates an online platform that uses an opaque algorithm and the following. The person provides users of the platform with the following notices. Notice that the platform uses an opaque... So you basically have to disclose what the website is about. And they have rules to how you do it, despite there already being rules of how you do it. Holy shit.
Even worse than I thought.
Fucking hell. Basically, how to fucking monitor every single activity you make online 101. Alright. Back to the watch together. They're not only gonna monitor you, they're gonna monitor every single fucking website.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Imagine the content creator, like you upload something, you're gonna get fucking scanned up the ass and have to like jump through all of those hoops to be able to upload something that's like kinda not agreeable, like something that the people don't agree with.
Protect kids from seeing very questionable and awful things on the internet. Obviously, when you bring that up into a conversation, it's going to shut down most conversation. People are going to be like, yeah, I don't want to argue against that, because it's like, who would want to be against protecting kids? It's common sense. But the problem is that is being used as a Trojan horse to get things in to be able to actually restrict even adults, cause actual issues. So that is the problem here. That this is leading into, as I've already been saying for the last few videos, Shimonetta. We are actually entering into Shimonetta. And it's, I can't believe it. I cannot believe we actually have a bill like this right now in Congress for United States. Now, apparently from what I could dig up, this is something that's been trying to get passed for a while. Like, there has been similar bills over the years. But I want to strictly point this out. That the title of this is the same as the UK stuff. And with everything that's been going on as of late with censorship, there's clearly a push. There is definitely a significant push of censorship on everything as of late. It is multiple countries involved in this. It's multiple organizations and multiple activists, payment processors. It is legitimately horrifying. And so the question is, what can you do? Well, the only thing I can really recommend is, I'm gonna say it, call your state representative. Like, really, if you're a United States...
I can't think of a fucking idea. Basically, try to encourage the government not to pass shit like this and to enforce Visa and MasterCard to not be able to make such aggressive moves that kill. Like, Visa and MasterCard should not be allowed to pull out support from a platform or anything that tries to monetize. The moment the platform monetizes, that's it. They're like, they go to Visa and MasterCard, they set it up, boom. Visa and MasterCard are not allowed to pull out, and people are not allowed to sue Visa and MasterCard for supporting this, because at the end of the day, people buy what the fuck they want. And it all falls down to the platform. So if you have problems with Pornhub, you sue Pornhub. You do not sue Visa or MasterCard to cut the funding of Pornhub. There are your fucking answers. Like, that's what you have to do at this point. Like, Visa and MasterCard have no power in deciding what businesses go and don't go. And the platforms have to basically they enforce their own rules. The X platform has rule A, B, and C. You have to respect them or you get flunked. And so on.
Citizen, you should call your senator. You should call your representative and basically tell them you don't want this to pass. Just bring it up and say this is unconstitutional, this shouldn't exist, do not allow this to pass. Because what's really crazy about this entire situation is that the people on this bill is on both sides. You have Republicans and Democrats all agreeing with this bill that has introduced it or is...
They're agreeing with it? Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, of course they're agreeing with it. They get full fucking access to everybody's internet fucking activity, including the platform. So, yeah. Oh fuck, the cover's still up. My bad. But yeah, if this fucking passes, US is fucked. And if US and UK already signed this, it's not gonna be long until the rest of the world follows, because most of the fucking internet would be censored to shit. Actually, you might not even be able to access YouTube or anything anymore, because if you're from a country that doesn't have, like, for example, let's say this passes in the US and you try to access YouTube. YouTube has to obey by this stupid law. So to access YouTube, you would have to provide an identification card. But unless they allow all identification cards from across the world or regions or whatever the fuck, it's like every single country, you wouldn't be able to access YouTube because you're not in the database. Like, unless you're providing a US identification card, you wouldn't be able to access YouTube. Until they add other fucking... Oh my god. We're fucked.
Co-sponsors of
Think it's
this
gonna
bill.
pass.
Oh shit, co-sponsors. Yes, oh my god. 27 people are already pro this. What the fuck? What'd you say, Shadow?
You think they're gonna pass this?
Well, that's the thing. This gives the government full fucking eyes and ears everywhere. For everybody. Legally. Why wouldn't they say yes to it? Like, they know it breaches privacy, but at the same time, they would be able to persuade like, for example, if you support Trump, suddenly your invisible social score goes down. And when a bank tries to, like, you go to a bank and you try to get a loan for a house or a car or anything for that matter, they just look up your name, they see your social score alongside your credit score, they make an average out of it, and they're like, you don't qualify. Because your social score is dragging your credit score down. But if you have a high social score and a low credit score, you'll be kind of in the same boat, or depending on how easy it is to get the fucking social score up and down. And how much of it can you get compared to like a credit score. And you wouldn't even know about it. That's the best part. You do not need to know what your score is online. The government can just keep that shit private. Like, oh, we're not disclosing anybody's scores. But the bank has fucking access to them because, you know, Visa, MasterCard, they control it. And they can just see, oh, you're bad for business because your social score is like 2. So if you try to start a business or try to get a house, they will put you in a shitty... It's basically the segregation move, where you put X people in certain areas of a fucking country or city. Typically the rundown places.
So this isn't, let's say, a one-party issue. It's both sides wanting to get this passed. So don't try to turn this into, oh, the Republicans want to do this. Oh, the Democrats want to do this. No, both sides. It's both sides. Stop trying to fight each other and look at the bigger picture, that there's something going on. So I'll leave it at that. I'm sorry I'm talking about censorship once again, but this is just some really important stuff to talk about. It's extremely important, and I'm glad to see a lot more people are starting to cover this subject, like Asmongold, Mutahar, yeah.
I've watched the Asmongold one. He pins the blame only on Visa and MasterCard because they have a duopoly. That's it. Instead of, you know, blaming the fucking Karens for making them do this in the first place. Like, yeah, they have a monopoly or duopoly or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They basically control flow of money and they can decide what businesses go or don't. But the Karens are the people that say X business is bad socially. So they just listen to them. Like, they're both horrible. They're both the problem.
You know, Bellier News is talking about it. It's really nice to see more content creators covering this, and more people need to be talking about this because it is seriously important, and people need to understand if we just sit around and do nothing, it's going to get bad. It's going to get very bad. I'll leave it at that, though. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on this video. Please subscribe. Chibi out.
Wait, is that a... Hold on. I'm gonna quickly see if that's a new video.
Go for it.
Videos. 2 days ago. No, this video was more recent, actually. Oh, actually, he just uploaded like an hour ago. Should we cover it? Real quick.
If you want.
Yeah, why not? We got some time. And it's only a 4... Oh, it's slightly longer. Let's see how quickly we can go through this.
And
So it's the same creator, Chibi Reviews, but this is a video that he just uploaded an hour ago. Oh, whoops. There we go.
And of course, mouthwashing got yoinked from itch search results. Not surprised, was kind of waiting for it to happen. To be clear, itch has been backed into a corner and had no other option. The issue lies with MasterCard, Visa, and with Collective Shout, who pushed payment processors to do this. Your anger should be directed towards them.
I agree.
You remember that slippery slope I was talking about and how people that were fine with adult games being banned? Well, horror games are being targeted now, and it's going to get much worse before it gets any better. Dude, this story is evolving day by day, honestly, hour by hour at this point. It's getting worse and worse. In just this last week alone, like, I made a post talking about this, but in this last week alone, so much has happened. I mean, you can pause the video and read this for yourself. Like, this is just a brief summary of events in the last week and a half. That's not including what, V here even commented on, other stuff that is related to the topic that has happened too. It is legitimately horrifying just how much is getting censored. It is reaching all forms of entertainment, and every government seems to be trying to get itself involved in this. You have payment processors obviously involved, you have activist groups involved. It is back to back, and at this point, anyone assuming it's not going to affect you is just lying to themselves, because it is affecting everybody on every side of entertainment, the left, the right, down the middle. It's affecting adult games, non-adult games, it's affecting anime, it's affecting manga, it's affecting books, it's affecting the internet, it's affecting Wikipedia.
Yeah, this is just mass fucking censorship at this point. Holy fucking shit. Like, they're not even hiding it anymore, I guess.
Land of the free, my ass.
But it's not even fucking America at this point. It's just the internet. Oh, UK talks about banning VPNs. Take that, Elmo. That was one of his arguments of, you could just use a VPN. Russia talks about banning VPNs. Cloudflare asked to ban VPNs in UK. Kids bypassed the age verification with AI-generated pictures or Fortnite characters, making me believe that in the future, facial scan will be removed in favor for ID verification only. HIO removed thousands of games. Horror games are now banned. You've mentioned mouthwash, but fear and hunger also got banned. What the fuck is going on? Collective Shout claims innocence. They never wanted this. Asks people stop engaging with them. Oh wow, you set a fire and now you run away and claim you're a victim because you're being fucking spat at and fucking shouted at for causing the fire. Go fuck yourself, like Collective Shout. You created a problem and now you're bitching about it. EU is passing a Digital Safety Act next year, which is the reason the sites are restricted. Oh no, we're fucked. Europe is fucked. Australia is passing an Act 2, which is just as draconic, if not more so than the one in UK. Well, Australia got fucking shagged. Protests and anti-immigration topics, including a speech in the UK Parliament by a politician, is labeled as not safe for kids, despite kids at the age of 16 will be able to vote in the UK. So basically, kids of the age of 16 that can vote cannot educate themselves on what to vote on. Oh, fuck.
It's affecting so many different things, which is just, it's crazy. Just, like I said, this is stuff that's happened in just the last week and a half. Insane. So let's talk about mouthwashing first, because I think it's very important to the subject matter before I go into anything else. Those that thought that the censorship would stop at, let's say, adult content or adult games, for instance, stuff like on Steam that has, like, let's say, incest games, or stuff that just shows nudity, it's very clear that it...
Actually, just for shits and giggles, let me open Steam and see how many fucking porn games are out there. Store. Hentai. Let's see. Oh, there are still porn games. Hentai versus furries.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. Battlefield 6. Oh, coming soon. Never mind. I thought Battlefield fucking came out. Store. Free to play. How do you... Is there a section for hentai games on Steam? Search for tag or optic. Oh. Oh, nudity or sexual. There you go. Path of Exile is in this. What? Yeah, no, porn games are still up. Thank God. Not many. Not as many as there used to be. Like the Destiny 2 is under nudity and sexual content? What the fuck?
Oh.
Whoa. Yeah, they're not as many. But Counter-Strike is under nudity and sexual content. Blood Hunt. Oh no. Yeah, no, most porn games are out. Undecember is under this. Black Squad.
Black Squad.
What the fuck? Lost Ark is under this? What the fuck is going on? I think the tag is broken. Yeah, no, the page just fucking glitched. Oh my god, yeah, you cannot search for it. And if you do, it's gonna fucking bug out. Oh my god, they won. They actually did it. Fuck. That is so fucking stupid.
Wouldn't stop there. Anyone that actually has a working frontal lobe or working brain would have known this, but obviously there is a lot of people that truly believe before this happened that it was never going to affect anything they love or enjoy. But it's clear that now censorship is creeping its way into the horror game category on, itch.io, and most likely Steam will be soon to follow as well. It's only a matter of time until maybe stuff like Coffin of Andy and Lele is, targeted too, but let's talk about strictly mouthwashing and the individual that is breaking this news to everyone to see. So this individual here, Martin, is someone that has actively worked on the game. He's made the music of mouthwashing, and for those that are unaware of mouthwashing, I'm going to get you up to speed, but for those that are aware of it, or have played the game, or watch content creators talk about the game, even Asmongold has talked about the game, then you're probably aware of this individual. You probably even...
I hate when people talk about Asmongold like he's like a legendary fucking YouTuber. He's just a fucking idiot that has poor hygiene and he streams a lot.
Recognize this Twitter account, and I will explain that in a moment. But this is someone that's worked on mouthwashing, that is a very popular horror indie game, psychological, that just made a lot of waves on the internet. And around that same time, there was some art controversy, and Asmongold talked about it, and this was the response that Martin made to Asmongold when he found out that Asmongold was talking about the art controversy and people being harassed for making art of mouthwashing. This is what Martin, aka the same individual that, is upset that mouthwashing was removed, this is what they said a few months.
It's still on Steam. Mouthwashing is still on Steam. So, yeah.
Back. He said, the anti-woke crowd has found the game, and I feel sick to my stomach being on Twitter. It's going to be unbelievably painful from now on, that I don't know if I can be active on here. I don't have the energy for this. Now, as you can see by the timestamp, this happened in November of last year, so definitely more than just a few months, but it still is relatively within a year time frame. Basically, this game, apparently, as you can see from the musician himself that made the music for mouthwashing, was very against content creators like Asmongold or anyone that had, certain takes like Asmongold. Regardless if you agree or disagree with this, the point of the matter is that this individual that obviously is very, let's say, left-leaning, someone that, doesn't want, the anti-woke crowd getting into their games, basically, they now have their game being censored. Now, one thing needs to be stated before I go any further. I heavily disagree with what Martin said here, and a lot of people obviously disagree with a lot of his statements after this as well. But even then, I'm not going to celebrate the fact that mouthwashing was censored. I'm not going to celebrate the fact...
So, and let's take a closer fucking look at this. So, anti-woke crowd has found the game, and I feel sick to my fucking stomach. Being on Twitter is going to be unbelievably... Why? Because it's what's the what would anti-woke people have a problem with in this game? Exactly. Oh, there's a big thigh and titties fucking anime girl on screen. That's the problem.
It was from itch.io because I disagree with a creator, because I disagree with, what they said online. If I advocate for this censorship of mouthwashing, then I'm no better than anyone else that just is pro-censorship. The thing is I'm not going to advocate for censorship of this content. In fact, I am still going to fight for mouthwashing to be uncensored and allowed to exist on a platform, because, as I've been saying, it's fictional content.
Oh my god, maybe it is censored on Steam despite still being on. Fuck.
It could be.
It's not.
Hold on, let me quickly look. So, store... Mouthwashing, it's still here. Let's go at reviews. Oh, the first thumbs down, I see. I recommend this game out of spite of its itch.io removal. I'm incredibly critical of this game. I think it doesn't utilize the medium of which it tells its story to its fullest capabilities. But this story existing today is not a bad thing. Credit card companies and other companies like Ichi.io should be ashamed for trying to force this game off the market. Seems like it's not censored.
Not real, doesn't exist, doesn't hurt no one, and just because it has uncomfortable themes, taboo storylines, or anything like that does not mean
I haven't spotted any comments that it got censored, so yeah, I think it's still completely fine on Steam.
it shouldn't exist. And so, regardless of Martin's statement here, and maybe if he was an idiot or he is an idiot for making these statements, it's not going to change me fighting for anti-censorship and fighting for anime, manga, and games and books and everything to not be censored. So,
oh yeah, by the way, I don't think I mentioned this, but Collective Shout thinks all anime and manga are classified as child porn because they look childish. That includes Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Van Helsing, etc. Shaman King, like you name it. Name an anime that has like dark and serious art styles, and be like, yeah, that's child pornography right there.
Yeah, that makes sense, definitely.
No, it doesn't.
say that right now. So for those that are going to be quick to trying to cheer for mouthwashing being censored, do not do that, because that's exactly what payment processors, what these activist groups, and what these governments want you to do. They want you to fight amongst others and pick sides for you're distracted and don't actually talk about the real issue, which is obviously these payment processors and government overreach. UK is now requesting American companies like Rumble, for instance, to censor themselves for the UK's laws of Online Safety Act to protect kids. Now, I already made a big video on this topic the other day. I'm not going to be retreading.
Suck on that, Elmo. Like I said, just because it passed in the UK doesn't mean, like, quote from Elmo. Just because it passed in the UK doesn't mean it's gonna affect everybody else. Well, would you look at that?
The tables have turned.
How the turntables? The UK forcing other fucking countries and companies to adapt to their laws. I don't know, maybe it's your job to fucking stop the access to this shit. If you got your fucking panties in a fucking bunch about it. It's your law. You fucking figure it out.
Old ground and discussing everything I did in those videos and everything that the UK government and other governments have been doing. What I mainly want to say here is that the UK has obviously tried to now, instead of just affecting their people within their country, they're trying to press their will to other countries as well, and trying to get politicians, lawmakers, companies and stuff within.
Yeah, fuck you, UK. You piece of shit fucking country. Well, no, sorry. Fuck you, Britain. You piece of shit fucking country. You made your bed, now sleep in it. Fucking ban all the fucking websites. Like, that's not gonna fucking cause an uproar.
Yeah, that's why they need to be nuked.
I really hope US doesn't pass that fucking stupid law. I pray to God that it doesn't.
in America to do the exact same thing, aka censor fictional content, to censor the internet, to request age verification, all these different type of things. And it's clear that this, politician right here, Jim, is trying to fight back against this. You can even see him making a thread and talking about this. So it's very clear that he doesn't like what the UK is trying to do. But the point of the matter is that UK is not stopping just at the country, which has already kind of been obvious. I mean, Europe is affected already. There's many people now within social media platforms that are finding out that they no longer can access the internet properly, even if they don't live in UK, they just live in Europe, and they need either age verification or other ways to get around it, maybe VPNs, which is the next topic to talk about, VPN crackdown. So a lot of people in Europe and even UK has been trying to circumvent the restricted internet with the Online Safety Act with VPNs, and anyone that has been on YouTube or online in general has probably heard of VPNs like NordVPN and stuff. I'm not a sponsor.
Yeah, VPNs are a good and stupid idea at the same time. But now it's just even more fucking useless.
Yep.
Like the fact that NordVPN and all these VPNs are like claiming that you can protect your data and delete it from everywhere else and you're encrypted and all, that's bullshit. You're encrypted, you're protected to an extent, and that depends the extent of what their fucking software is, which can be fucking broken. NordVPN has been fucking cracked multiple times and screwed over multiple times. So VPNs are just a fucking cheat code of hiding where you're actually like located to an extent, not even fully.
But basically, people have heard about VPNs being able to change your region and all that to be able to bypass, certain restrictions of countries. You hear this all the time. However, apparently the United Kingdom, UK, is trying to block or ban VPNs to some degree. They have apparently requested Cloudflare, that is a big server hosting for some VPNs and stuff, to effectively stop allowing VPNs, which is a pretty big deal. So basically, UK is trying to get around or try to stop people from getting around their law with VPNs, which is a...
Who'd have fucking thought that if you make a stupid law, people will try to go around it? Maybe don't make stupid law. That has been my argument for retarded laws for a whole since I fucking realized how laws fucking work. Like, what's the point of making a stupid law if you know nobody will follow it? This is why people break the law, because it's either stupid or they're fucking retarded. If you have a good law and people break it, they're retarded. If you have a shitty law that nobody fucking likes, everybody's gonna break it, no whether the law is a thing or not. And this has been my argument for fucking road, like traffic laws. Traffic laws will never be fucking obeyed. Like speed limits and all the stupid fucking laws that every fucking traffic, like every country has. Because every country has stupid traffic laws that never get respected and will never be respected. Because, like, for example, the seatbelt. You're forced by law to wear your seatbelt. It's my fucking safety. The only reason people wear seatbelts now is because the fucking car screams at you and gets louder the more you fucking don't have the seatbelt on. But if it was up to the people, nobody would wear a fucking seatbelt because it's fucking annoying and it cuts at your fucking neck.
Especially at very warm summer.
Oh yeah. Like, in general, if you're gonna make a fucking law and you know people are not gonna follow it despite it being the law, why bother fucking putting it in? Besides, oh, I get to fucking take money out of their pockets. That's literally what it is. Make a stupid law so you can take money out of people's pockets. and continue feeding your fucking government. That's it. That's why stupid laws are a thing.
Huge problem. That is a big deal. Like, that is insane. But then we also know that Europe is going to be doing the exact same thing. There is a law that is in place now within Europe, and, you know, sites have a certain amount of time to be able to place in age restrictions in Europe. So Europe is probably going to soon to follow this as well when it comes to VPNs. That's not even getting into the fact of Australia. Australia is also doing the exact same thing that apparently is going to be happening like later this year or next year or whatever. I don't know the exact time frame, but they already have a law in place that's going to be becoming law, you know, for doing the exact same thing that the UK has done. And then obviously that's not even talk about the bill that's currently in Congress for the United States that is trying to get passed as well to restrict the internet too. So it's back-to-back stuff that is just getting worse and worse as time goes on.
Fuck you, EU, for even fucking thinking of it, first and foremost. And also fuck you again for accepting it. This is, if it's true that EU countries are forced to do this shit now, go fuck yourself.
As we can clearly see. And obviously those that think they can get around this by using VPNs, it's very obvious that it's not going to be a solution much longer. Now, I don't think they'll be able to ban every single VPN. There'll probably always be some form of workarounds. But the point of the matter is that these governments are also now trying to, at the very least, go after VPNs, which is a big deal. Now, what gets much worse about this whole situation is this. So, my good friend Rumblings, he showcased this. This is where I first found out. But apparently, the United Kingdom responded to the petition to repeal the Online Safety Act. For those that don't know what's going on here, basically, the Online Safety Act, which I've been discussing, is what's restricting the internet, you know, in the UK. So, residents in United Kingdom, they put a petition to basically say, hey, you need to repeal this, and force the government to respond. Well, after 355,000 signatures from individuals in the United Kingdom, you had the government finally respond. You can see the response here, and the response as follows. Basically, to just summarize this giant paragraphs, is that, oh, we hear you, we know you're upset, but think of the children. That's pretty much what they said. They just did a long, giant word diarrhea of just saying, we're not going to listen to you, screw you, we are protecting the children, it doesn't matter, and we will continue to do what we're doing, and basically becoming a police state. So it's just some very gross stuff going on, and I want to reiterate this for those that need to hear this, that haven't watched my previous videos. These governments are using the act of protect the children as optics to be able to pass laws that are basically causing these different countries to censor anything they want. It is clearly being used as a way to get away with some of these things. Like, who's going to argue with a law trying to protect kids, okay? Like, if you come out and try to say...
Nobody's gonna argue with it. That's the fucking problem. They hide it as a law to protect kids, but it's literally controlling everybody, not just kids. Like, the fact that people don't see this is so fucking stupid.
Because they're retarded.
Oh my god, this is so annoying. Well, like I said, this might be the last fucking stream or podcast because I'm not gonna be able to say shit online anymore. Because if some fucking faggot ass Karen doesn't like what I say online, all they have to do is just report, and there you go, my channel's gone. Yay, freedom of speech. To quote Star Wars, this is how democracy dies, or this is how freedom dies, with thunderous applause.
Why, like, you know, you're against the law trying to protect kids, you're going to look like a weirdo. You're going to look like a freak. You're going to look like, you know, you're doing something really shady. But obviously these governments, these lawmakers and stuff, are using this as a way to get these horrible laws that are restricting actual adults and everyone from doing anything they want. It's very clear what the motive is, what they're trying to do, and everybody's obviously seeing this, especially in the last 20 to 30 hours, with like entire police forces being mobilized and all that, just to monitor online activities of people in certain countries. Insane stuff. So, yeah, anyways, things have gotten a lot worse. It's continuing to get a lot worse, and I can't believe it. Like, it's honestly insane at this point. It's actually insane to see this blatant government overreach. Just getting to see how bad everything has gotten in the last week and a half. Those that are saying that this isn't a big deal, you need to understand it's coming for everything. At all these different countries, all these different governments, these payment processors, it's getting worse. Now, I first off want to say, do not blame itch for everything that's happened with mouthwashing being removed, or even the adult game category. Some might say it's a little bit excessive, some might say that they handled it poorly, but I think the reason why itch is doing this is because they're afraid, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, they just witnessed a day prior to before they pulled their entire adult catalog off the site. They watched Steam buckle and bend and add an entirely new policy to bow down to payment processors. So what do you think itch is going to be able to do when Steam can't even do something? When Steam can't even cause Visa or MasterCard, any payment processor, to buckle? So itch lost. There's nothing they can do. They couldn't do anything. The worst, or the only thing they could have done is basically say that, yeah, we're going to remove the actual payments like Visa, MasterCard, but then our site's going to go under. That's basically it. So what itch.io decided to do is basically cut off the arm, sacrifice the adult game catalog to be able to at least allow content creators that make regular games to survive for the...
How sad is it that, like, porn of all things is, like, being deleted? You know, like, it's not like the dating pool has been in the shitter for the past fucking, what, 5-10 years now? Now you can't even fucking wank. And you cannot even draw your own shit. God, when the fucking mind chips become mandatory, they will be able to read your fucking mind. You can't even imagine porn anymore. You like, finally you're laying down in bed after a long day of work. You like, the dating pool is so fucking toxic. You're not even allowed to approach women or men or whatever the fuck you're into. You just lay down in bed, fucking try to have a wank picturing some porn, and then knock on the door, FBI, open up. Elmo is online.
Time being. Obviously, that's not a good solution for a long term because, you know, they're now coming after horror games. But I think, in turn, we got to look at this like this. Itch, it's out of their hands. There's nothing they can do. And even Steam basically showcased they can't really do anything else as well, because payment processors like Visa control 80% of the market. Like, I don't think people understand this, but Visa has 80% of all payments. You realize how insane that is. Like, that is actually insanity how much they control. The company alone just needs to be broken up with antitrust laws and stuff like that, or something else needs to be done. Regardless, I wouldn't blame itch for this. I think that the only thing that they're really hoping now at this point, and Steam is hoping for, is that a game big enough is eventually removed that causes the entire collective of the internet to just rally up and rise against this and be extremely upset. And to be fair, it's working. I mean, you can see that everybody on all sides are starting to get riled up. I've seen people that have been very anti, like, you know, like one side now siding with the side that they've been against for years at this point. I've seen a lot of people...
Yeah, unironically, what this fucking stupid movement has started, they rallied up literally everybody. Gamers, LGBTQ, normal fucking people, like racist, everybody is against this shit now. And the only thing we can do is fucking scream. What?
They're probably gonna pass it and we won't be able to do shit.
Well, that's the thing. People are gonna stop using the internet, and all the companies will fucking die out because nobody's gonna be internet. Nobody's gonna buy anything on the internet. Nobody's gonna consume internet. Everybody will just cut their internet plans, and all the internet providers die out. All the online banking dies. Everything will fucking die.
Up to kill everyone.
Like, what this does is basically force people to cut the fucking link to the internet.
People do that. I've seen even journalists that are hated by the gaming community and anime community rising up to side with the gaming and anime community, which is just insanity. Like, it actually insanity. So it shows that this reach from payment processors and stuff is, creating a monster. Like, there is the internet waking up and basically slowly rallying itself to fight back. Will it be too late, though, is the question. Thanks to what's going on with the UK and other governments, we will find out. But the point of the matter is, what I'm trying to make is that don't blame itch, don't blame Steam, blame the payment processors, blame the governments.
I doubt anybody well, I understand why people will blame Steam. It's unfairly, but I understand why they blame Steam. They tried to blame Steam because they fucking backed it down. Like, they were the first wall of defense and it fucking crumbled immediately. But I understand why it crumbled. They hit at the weak spot, and that is Steam's money. Because if Steam doesn't have money, it has a limited amount of time to do something to get that money flowing back again. And if they can't, they're fucked. Forever. Like, what they did now is them surviving to an extent. The only fucking platform where freedom of speech is still 90% available.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're doomed.
But
Seems
be
like
safe,
it.
stay healthy. Chibi out.
Yep, these are I feel like Poland during World War II. Like, we're down to like a city. We're the last fucking. We're what's left of the internet at this point, and like. It feels like tomorrow the internet dies. Like, this could be the final broadcast type shit.
Now it's already 29th.
What?
It's already 29th, so.
Oh. Europe has fallen. US, fucking
Clearly.
save us, mate. Oh, I hope the US saves us. Because if not, we're doomed. Well, this has been a fun final stream. We lost two of the comrades. And we might lose all of
Fallen
them.
soldiers. Honestly, I might also just delete every social media I have if this gets approved.
I think this is already approved. Hold on, let me Google this. What was it called? Online Safety Act Europe. The Online Safety Act, specifically referring to the UK's Online Safety Act in 2023, is a set of laws focused on enhancing online safety. The UK's legislation is mirrored in some ways by the EU's Digital Service Act, which also aims to create a safer online environment. Fuck you. Okay, I'm on the EU page right now. The Digital Safety Act. The DSA regulates online intermediaries and platforms such as marketplaces, social networks, content sharing platforms, app stores, and online travel and accommodation platforms. Its main goal is to prevent illegal and harmful activities online and the spread of disinformation. Oh, the spread of disinformation, aka silent. They're not even hiding it. They're literally fucking. Oh my god.
Then what happened to freedom?
Hold on. If you select the text, you can share it on X or email. Huh.
No fucking way.
Yeah. I just have to select text on this web page, and I can immediately share it to X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, they're not even hiding it in this one. Its main goal is to prevent illegal and harmful activities. Define harmful activities. I don't know, hate speech. The illegal and harmful activities online and the spread of disinformation. It ensures user safety, protects fundamental rights, and creates a fair and open online platform environment. You cannot do that. You cannot create a fair and open online platform while, like, preventing disinformation.
What happened to freedom of speech, man?
It died.
Our #1 rule just fucking died. Now with North Korea, fuck it.
Yeah, we're all turning into China.
West Taiwan, more likely. No, that was
hold
fun
on.
for
This is fucking
my
rich.
internet years.
Hold on, this is fucking rich. Very large online platforms and search engines pose particular risks in the dissemination of illegal content and societal harms. Specific rules are foreseen for platforms reaching more than 10% of 450 million consumers in Europe. Basically every single fucking social media platform. Online platforms bring together sellers and consumers, such as online marketplaces, app stores, collaborative economy platforms, and social media platforms. Wow. Yeah. Democracy has fallen with thunderous applause. Fuck you, you worthless piece of shit. And fuck you, UK,
That's
for
always the
starting
fuck
this.
up. It's always the fucking UK.
Yeah.
Someone
Well,
needs to nuke that place.
Germany was the reason for two things.
Fuck him too.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're doomed. There goes all the porn, all the shooter games, there goes everything.
There goes the global economy as well, actually. Think about it. At least big portion of it.
Yeah, we're fucked. They don't even specify what it does.
No, of course they won't.
I found it. Oh my god, it's so much worse. In order to achieve the objective of ensuring a safe, predictable, and trustworthy online environment, for the purpose of this regulation, the concept of illegal content should broadly reflect the existing rules in the offline environment. In particular, the concept of illegal content should be defined broadly to cover information relating to content products. So basically, it can be anything they want. Oh my god. This is horrible. This is worse than the UK. Because UK has at least focuses on adult content. This one just illegal content. What is illegal content? Well, it's broadly defined, so we make sure to cover everything. How long until we
So they're gonna delete everything at this point.
Yeah, like, no, don't. Not yet. But like, how long until Wikipedia is defined as illegal content just because it has information that you do not agree with?
Whenever they pass the law. When they fully pass it, they're probably gonna do it instantly. Every media, everything. Shit's unpredictable as of now.
Oh, apparently it's already been active since February 17th, 2024.
Damn. The fuck?
Huh.
So they're just making it worse. Huh?
Possibly.
Man, people are gonna revolt on this shit.
Yep.
I mean, even police might turn around, just fucking start arresting the shit out of the government. Oh my god. The stupidity. That's why.
I do not like this at all. They're using very vague statements to protect our civil people, like to protect our people's civil rights and shit like that. I'm like, are you? Oh,
What rights, though? You're just breaking them, actually.
yeah. Oh, let me see every single thing you fucking like watch online. Let me see everything you do online. Let me know everything you are online. Well,
There goes humanity.
there goes freedom of speech and freedom of everything.
Honestly, humanity is gonna disappear like this.
Well,
Because then we're gonna see anger, then we're gonna see chaos, then we're gonna see bloodshed.
it's
And
been
the
nice
rest
knowing
you know.
y'all. Like we had a fun couple, like what, 2-3 years since I made the channel. I didn't reach the level of subscribers or views that I envisioned, but oh well, it's been nice. Let's see how long we can I can upload, or I'm allowed to upload. Shit, I'm surprised this podcast even survived to this point.
We got lucky.
So far. Let's do it again. Let's keep
Part
pushing.
2.
Let's see how fucking far the line goes.
Honestly, I'm not even kidding. The moment I can't even access shit anymore or do anything, I'm
Yeah,
going
the
to the
moment I
parliament
can,
and
same. The moment I
I will
cannot
do some
access the
horrible
shit
shit.
I want, I'm cutting off my broadband. I'm just, why should I pay like what?
Yeah.
Wait. A pack is 60, so divided by 16, that's like 5 cigarette packs. Why should I waste 5 cigarette packs worth of fucking money to pay for the internet that's fucking censored to shit? Like, I might as well keep that money in my pocket. I'm just gonna have mobile data, like unlimited mobile data on my phone, and that's it. Boom. That's all the internet I'll ever need. Whenever I need to fucking like download a game or anything, I'll just turn the hotspot on, download a game, and then play. That's it. If I'm allowed to even purchase games anymore.
There will be any games at this point.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Steam even has any hentai games left. There are a few. Have fun while they're there, but most of them are gone.
Well,
Like, there used to be
ladies,
pages upon pages, but now the tag, it, like, when you click on the tag nudity and sexual content, it says it says that there are 604 entries, but some of those entries are like genuine fucking games, like Counter-Strike and shit. I'm like, what? Since when does CS have sexual or nudity in it?
I think it's because of the agents. Yeah, that's why. I don't know.
Yeah, but not what agent is naked?
I don't know.
And that's my thought process.
I've never seen one, at least.
Ah. Let's see how long this lasts. See y'all next podcast, whenever it may be, and see y'all next stream if there will be any.
Stay safe, everyone out there.
Keep
But
fighting. US, we're counting on you to fucking fight this garbage back.
Just-
we're trying to
just,
we're trying to claw our way back here.
just remember this: that do not let the government control you. Okay, just do not fucking do that, and don't believe in their fucking lies. Clearly,
Yeah.
don't be fucking retarded.
Anarchy.
And enjoy your life.
Anarchy.
And you know what? You know what? If this fucking passes, let's all create some fucking new country, I swear.
Yeah, let's create a gamers country.
And all those old fart fuckers, deport them to like isolated island like we did to Napoleon at some point.
Oh, I have to move to the US to escape this fucking hell. US, why? Why do you have to be such a bitch allowing people in? Freedom, democracy, oil, let me in.